Thanks for listening to Michigan Mornings on your favorite podcasting platform. Don't forget you can also listen and find other great Catholic podcasts and listen to live Catholic radio with the free Ave Maria Radio app. You can download it now from the App Store or Google Play. The Ave Maria Radio app, it's the app that will change your life. Good morning. It is Wednesday, December 4th, and today is the memorial of St. John Damascene. This is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. I'm Matthew Handley. Coming up, what is next for synodality? That's next, but first, this news. A 36th District Court bailiff who shot and killed a man during an eviction in July will not be charged. Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy issued her decision yesterday, saying the bailiff was justified and used lawful self-defense in shooting and killing Sherman Butler. Butler was sitting on the floor with a box cutter to his neck when an officer was reading the eviction order to him, and both the officer and the bailiff deployed their tasers but were unsuccessful. The bailiff fired the shots when the man stood up and waved the box cutter toward him. Guns are now banned from all polling and vote counting centers in Michigan. Governor Whitmer signed bills yesterday that she says will create a safe environment for voters to make their voices heard. The ban was enacted after the Michigan Court of Claims struck down a directive issued in 2020 by Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson, banning open carry of guns at the polls, saying voter intimidation is illegal under the law. Open carrying of firearms is now illegal at those locations on Election Day. The bills were approved along party lines, with all Republicans voting no. Michigan Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson has testified before the State House Committee on Elections, supporting 4 Senate bills that would establish the Michigan Voting Rights Act. The bills expand on the Federal Voting Rights Act by prohibiting voter denial, dilution, and/or suppression, and enhance and clarify protections for voters with disabilities or need assistance. The bills also require jurisdictions that must translate election-related information into languages other than English to ensure that people have an equal opportunity to vote. The Great Lakes and Northeast are gearing up for more snow as an Arctic blast is set to sweep down from Canada. By today, some areas could see up to a foot of snow. Already, about 5 million people are under a winter weather and lake effect snow warning across the Great Lakes. Other areas like the Ohio Valley, Mid-Atlantic, and Southeast will feel temperatures 10 to 15 degrees below seasonal averages. Parts of Florida have also seen freeze warnings with temperatures dipping to the 30s. I'll have your full forecast shortly. And the Michigan Department of Transportation has held its 7th community meeting on the Interstate 375 project. MDOT says they want to remove I-375 and replace it with a level street road from Gratiot Avenue to Atwater Street. Spokesman Rob Morrissey says they are committed to the project, but adds the final design is not close to being done. He says they are not close yet to deciding how the property will be developed. You're listening to Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio. Now this. It will be breezy today in Detroit, and we have a chance of snow showers after 1 p.m. Our high will be 36. Tonight we will have snow showers and lows around 21. Tomorrow will be partly sunny and breezy with highs around 32. Friday will be partly sunny with temperatures around 30, and Saturday will be partly sunny with highs in the mid-30s. Right now it is 27 with overcast skies in Detroit. You're listening to Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio. We will have some scattered snow showers during the commute this morning in Saginaw. Our high will be 35. Tonight the snow continues with lows around 21. Thursday will be partly sunny and breezy with highs around 31. Friday will be partly sunny with temperatures around 30, and Saturday will be partly sunny with highs in the mid-30s. Right now it is 25 with some light snow in Saginaw. You're listening to Michigan Mornings. The synod on synodality has ended, but there seems to be some ambiguity as to how and what findings should be implemented from the final report. Dr. Matthew Bunson, Vice President and Editorial Director for EWTN News, joined Dr. Marcus Peter to discuss.
The best way to describe this in many ways is that this is aspirational. That the Holy Father is trying to remind everyone that at the end of this last synod, he accepted this document, so that it's helpful to remind everyone there's not going to be what is traditionally the post-synodal apostolic exhortation, that he simply embraced it and wants this to be implemented. Now, two things are notable to my mind in this. Basically, it's a 900-word text, and that is that he is reminding everyone that this is now part of his papal magisterium, and that in the implementation of it, we have to remember that he went to some lengths in this to quote Amoris Laetitia, in particular the paragraph that starts at the very beginning, that not all discussions of doctrinal, moral, or pastoral issues need to be settled by interventions of the magisterium. He stresses that unity of teaching and practice, he said, is necessary in the church, but this does not preclude various ways of interpreting some aspects of that teaching or drawing certain consequences from this. So I think those are my two immediate takeaways from this. And before we all start worrying that this is some sort of an ominous prelude to something, this is very, very consistent with what he's been saying really since 2015. And one of the points I think he's trying to make here is that each country or region can find solutions that are sensitive, as he puts it, to its traditions and local needs. But he does always go back to the stress on unity of teaching and practice are absolutely necessary in the church.
Listen to Ave Maria in the afternoon with Dr. Marcus Peter, weekdays at 4 p.m. St. Bernard of Clairvaux says, just as the old Adam was poured into the whole man and took possession of him, so in turn will our whole humanity be taken over by Christ, who created all things, has redeemed all things, and will glorify all things. I'm Matthew Handley. That does it for this edition of Michigan Mornings on a Wednesday. Lord willing, I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.